It's a beautiful summer's day. The breeze is stupendous. I want to dance. Let me show you how.
Welcome to Manchester City. Firstly, how does it feel to sign for the club?
Thank you very much. No, I'm really happy. My family is happy, and no, it's a big step, and we are really excited to start here.
And why Manchester City? What attracted you to the project here?
Yeah, everybody knows how Manchester City is playing in general, with the playing style Manchester City is playing, being dominant on the pitch against the opponents, and playing attacking football, and that's what suits me the best.
For you as a player, how would you describe yourself on the pitch?
I'm like a box-to-box midfielder who likes to join the build-up from the back, and eventually to feed the attackers and create chances, and also trying to score a goal by myself.
Good evening and welcome back to Manchester City Unplugged. Man City Unplugged, we are the South Stand. Apologies for the lateness, but as my good friend Matisse says, lateness is greatness. And just to confirm, Patrick, who was late?
Oh, it was me. But I was doing daddy duties, so
exactly. You horrible people, people trying to stop him from doing daddy. It wasn't me, bro. It's everyone else.
Yeah, I see some people in the comments were turning against me, and now they see I'm here. That trying to say hi, Patrick. Don't you come back this side? Stay that side.
And Steve Black Cat Roundabout. So you do know kind of where I live. Although I rarely, the only time I ever go near the Black Cat Roundabout, to be fair, is when I go to Stansted. Apart from that, never really touched the Black Cat Roundabout, but it's minging. Traffic there's horrible. But welcome back. Apologies this morning. There was no morning show. It's crazy what 30 minutes in bed, what a different 30 minutes in bed can do. But because of Mancunian Way going at 11 a.m. this morning, I thought, right, I'm going to go at 10 a.m. And ultimately, I wasn't up in time. I can't lie. Listen, being a man of leisure has got to me now. And whereas before I was getting up at 7:30 still, on the days when I don't have my daughter, there's no way I'm getting up at that time. So, but I guess have you watched the Cherki interview yet, Pat?
Yeah, I've watched all the interviews. I watched them I didn't manage to watch them in the train. So,
okay,
cool. So it was all good. So I'm up to scratch with everything.
Yeah, okay. And listen, Tijani could not stop smiling, could he? The whole interview.
Tijani couldn't stop smiling. It looks like Tijani was smiling, but this Cherki guy looks like he's here for serious business.
Yeah.
That guy looks cold. You know, the guy looks like he's here to play football. I think, remember I told you that I watched his interview. It was in French, obviously. It was about his life. He says he wants to become the best player in the world. And I think he wants that. I think he really wants to become the best player in the world. You can see he's here for serious business. And the James Reijnders just looks like a joker. It looks like he's one of those guys who just jokes around, which is good.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a joker playful,
If you think about with Tijani, right? 2 years ago, he was at a very small club.
Yeah, he also said he was working in a shop or something. Remember?
That's what I mean. So for him, do you know one thing I'll take from these three interviews straight away? Right? Obviously, people always have the conversation about a big club, and I'm not one for I don't care about being a big club, because I remember when I was a kid, no one used to celebrate being a big club. It's about what you won, right? But there is always this debate about big club. And one thing I will say with these three signings, is how excited. Remember, we've just come off the back of one of our worst seasons for, 10, 15 years, right? And the way all of these three signings are so eager to join Manchester City, it does make me think we are a pretty big deal. We are a big deal, you know. We are a big deal. You're on mute.
Like, look, it is. Look, I think people don't get it because I have noticed that sometimes that's why when we're speaking about, remember that time when we were talking about standards
Yeah, yeah,
during this season, and some people were not happy with the word standards, like Martin. Then other people were pissed off, saying we can't behave like this because we are not Man United. A lot of people were saying that on Spaces. People were arguing. People have to realize this. I want you to watch those interviews, right?
yeah.
Like when some people say that, oh, this is no longer Man City for Men Road. It's not an insult. You get my point. It's not like it's an insult, but I see some people take it as an insult. It's not an insult. Man City has become such a big club. I have watched Man City grow even in Ireland. There was a point when I came here in Ireland. I think I was the only one wearing City jerseys. I can't lie. 14 years ago, I can't lie. 14 years ago, when I came here in Ireland, I remember I came at the airport. I was wearing a City jersey, and the guy asked me, "He's like, are you really a City fan, or you just landed with that shirt?" I was like, "Nah, I'm actually a City fan." And then when I go to training where they were training kids were training, at schools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nobody was wearing a City jersey. Even Spurs had one kid, I remember, and I was making a joke out of it. Then, boom, I just watched things changing when Pep Guardiola came. Things just started shifting. The football, they started passing from the back. The kids and the managers wanted possession football. Things started changing where kids were wearing City jerseys before they wear the jersey for the school.
Yeah.
And now when you go to every place, all the kids are wearing City jerseys, even the girls.
That's the thing I always speak about when I moved down here. When I was 16, right? And that was, I think it was in 1999, right? And like back then, I didn't really. I always remember I had a mate called Bobby White who was a City fan, and his dad used to play for City. And no, it wasn't. It wasn't the White that you're all thinking of. But his dad did play for City Academy. He was the only other City fan I knew. And even like in more recent years, my age group, I don't know many City fans. However, I am starting. Now, it wasn't David White, Linny. It wasn't Dave. His name was David White, but no, it was not David White. It was a different David White, right? I'm pretty certain it was David White, though. But anyway, and it's still like, I remember going to, I always remember being in Clinton Cards in Milton Keynes, the first Christmas after we won our first Premier League, right? And just kind of, I was buying some cards for people for Christmas, and I looked to the left and I saw a City mug, and I thought, oh, fucking hell, City merchandise down here, because they just didn't sell City merchandise down here. And then I remember being in Barcelona. My ex-wife took me to Barcelona it was the summer that Neymar signed. I'll tell you when it was. It was the summer that Neymar signed for Barcelona and the summer that Pellegrini joined Manchester City. Was that 2015? I think it was 2015, 2014, 2015, around that time. And we were walking along Les Ramblers, and I saw a Nike shop. So I went in there, and they had obviously an absolutely massive Barcelona section because it's Nike. It's in the middle of Barcelona.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
13, thank you. It was 2013. They didn't have a Real Madrid section in it at all, right? They had a little Atletico Madrid section, and then they had this huge Manchester City section with City shirts with Aguero on the back, City shirts with Toure on the back, City shirts with Silva on the back, City shirts with Negredo on the back, City shirts with who was the winger we got from Spain? Who was the winger?
What his name? What was his name, man?
The little Navas on the back. And at that point, I got my camera out.
Oh, yeah.
Navas.
I keep forgetting that he was a winger before he turned into a fullback. It's because Pep turned him into a fullback, then he became one of the greatest fullbacks in Spain. I keep forgetting that Navas.
So I got my camera out and I was filming it all, like going, this is mad. As a City fan that like used to live 100 miles south of Manchester, there, give or take, right? And I couldn't get anything Manchester City where I lived, to now being in fucking Barcelona and like the main shop on the Ramblers being full of City stuff. I was like, this is mad. But it is, these signs have proven we are a big club. Listen, we've got a guest joining us. I don't know.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know if
you know what's funny about Navas? You just reminded me is like there was nothing that fella could do but cross the ball in. That's what he knew how to do. I just remember that this guy used to just run down the thing, never dribbled. He used to just run down with speed and just cross the whole time. And then when he became a fullback, it was perfect. I remember it's Pep Guardiola who's turned him into a fullback. I forgot about that. If you said fullback, I was going to say Navas. In my head, Navas is a fullback because of Pep Guardiola. I forgot that he's not turned him into a fullback.
Yeah. Welcome, Kels. Welcome.
Kels, yeah.
Good evening, gentlemen. I guess it's evening for you.
Evening.
Evening, yes.
What time is it there?
It's the morning.
It's 12:30 in the afternoon.
It's 8 a.m.
Okay. Well, good morning. Good morning to you.
Oh, dude, I've been up for 6 hours.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the interviews as well? Yeah.
I haven't watched the interviews yet, but I'm very excited, man. They got me with the Power Ranger stuff. I'm like, that was my childhood, the 90s. I loved Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I was like, yes.
Well, it's quite nice to not see a flag. It's quite nice to actually see a bit of creativity.
R.I.P. the flag.
She's been hating on that flag for so long.
But the flag, you know what?
But
I'm sure, right? The flag got used for Erling Haaland. The flag was mint for Erling Haaland. That was the first time it was used, right? In the throne with Erling Haaland, yeah? And then I could swear it got put away for a year. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was like the flag got brought back and used for fucking everything. It was like, no. This is not a rinse and repeat. We're too big for that. But I'm just wondering if they can actually, right. So one of the cringiest chants for me, it's a mint chant, right? But is follow you everywhere. Only because of the bit where it goes, woo! Because as football fans, to be standing on a terrace drunk going, woo! is, sorry, Kels, but it's very American.
I just like the song. So the song is based off of Fleetwood Mac. I'm cool with that.
It was one of my favorite songs of all time before the chant came out, right? But that woo bit really cringed me out. Now, I wonder if someone is actually going to make a if we're going to see next season Manchester City fans singing fucking Power Rangers on the terrace.
Oh my god! Yeah, get the guitar ripped out.
It could go Power Rangers, and then when it goes into right, we can all turn around and start doing the Poznan to it, like now, go Power Rangers.
I need to see some or there's little poses they used to do.
Let's be real. Someone, maybe me, I might retire my panda mask and I might actually start going to games dressed as last game of the season next season. If we win the league, I'm going as a blue Power Ranger.
We need a sky blue Power Ranger. The blue Power Ranger was not my favorite. But I'm talking Mighty. I only watched Mighty Morphin in like the mid-90s. I think you and I are about the same age. So
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Right. So there was the original Power Rangers and then there was the Green Ranger.
Yeah. He came in season 2.
He came in at the end.
And then he turned into the White Ranger. And then I stopped watching because Trini and Jason and Zach, they all left. They all left the show, and I was like, "Well, this ain't the Power Rangers anymore." Or maybe it was Kimberly who left.
It's one of the ones.
I was 9 years old, or no? How old was I? Power Rangers came out in 92. I was like 7 or 8, and I was a gymnast, so I was like, "The Pink Ranger is my girl. Pink was my favorite color. Kimberly's a gymnast. I was like, that's my girl." So
it was a bit like with anyone here in the. Sorry, this is going left. I agree, it is going left. But anyone that remembers Gladiators, the original Gladiators,
the movie.
No. Gladiators, John Fashanu vibes. Gladiators on. It's out now. It's back now, yeah. But back in the day, Gladiators. And,
are you talking about the show on BBC?
Yeah, the show on BBC. But back then, it had Wolf and that, and it had I can't remember Shadow, who ended up going to prison for being part of one of the biggest drug dealing conspiracies.
I saw that on Netflix.
But Jet and Lightning.
Yeah, Trini. Yeah, Martin's right. Trini died in a car
crash. Yeah, there you go. Steve, you are the man. I was going to say Jet. Yeah, Jet. There we go. Another one. Jet. Yeah, Jet was the one. I quite like Lightning as well, but Jet was the one. Jet was hot. In its suits, Gladiators, Jet. Sensational.
I know. The only Gladiators. We had a show called American Gladiators, but that was like a competition show. Where you do like this crazy. Okay, so it was the same.
Yeah, it was the same. Jet was just unbelievable. And around the time it was on, this is when I lived up north, and my girlfriend up north was actually a gymnast, and so yeah, I was heavily into jet massively. Right, anyway, let's move on. So from that, now we've got another signing today. I don't know if it's over the line or not, but this Norwegian lad.
Oh, the kid was supposed to decide where to go.
Yeah, I think City have pretty much. I don't know if it's a done deal, but
yeah,
I think
for 11 million. Yeah.
Yeah, Ornstein was reporting it. That's usually a pretty good sign. I don't know what Fabrizio said.
I'm
Did
sorry.
he come to the Etihad in January for he was sitting in Erling's box?
Yeah, he went
for a game. They were trying to woo him.
Yeah, he went to everybody's club. He went to Arsenal. He went to Aston Villa. He chose Aston Villa, by the way. That was his choice, Aston Villa. So he was going to Villa. Then apparently he's backed out after City have given him a second sort of deal. Because he didn't want to go to Girona, I think so. He didn't want to go there.
Right, but I have
made him a
heard that we're going to
promise.
loan him out.
Why else did he come?
I have seen that we're going to loan him out, though. It's likely that we are going to loan him out still.
Yeah, but I think he didn't want Girona. I think he wants to go elsewhere.
Is he going to go to Lyon?
That's what I was going to say. Here we go. We're all going, is it Echeverri? Is it Jumaba? Is it McAtee? Is it... No, it's a player that we haven't signed yet. We're going to sign the player and loan him straight out.
Yeah, it might be him, though. I hope it's him. I don't want Echeverri to leave. By the way, guys, I'm just excited looking at the training pictures.
Hold on. Are they out? There's training pictures out.
Yes, Lewis cut all his afro. Thank God.
No.
What is Lewis with small Rico
hair.
Lewis?
He has the best hair on the team. How can
it's gone.
What, completely gone?
I don't know.
It's short.
Pictures now.
Oi, listen. No, I'm here for this. Listen, we've seen Afro Lewis as a right back and a left back. I'm here for it. He's shaving it all off, and we're seeing box to box Rico Lewis in the Club World Cup. Yeah, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. It's a sign. He knows. You know what? Sometimes players need a haircut.
But he's gonna drop like 2 inches in height. His hair was really pushing him over the top.
Well, that's good. Now that's another reason why, because maybe the hair was making him look taller, and Pep was like, "Yeah, you can play as a defender." No, he's not physical enough. Shave your hair off. Let everyone know how small you are. Then Pep will go, "Oh shit, you can't play in a defensive role. Let him play up top." It's got to be.
I'd rather see him get some minutes than Bernardo. Bernardo is just burnt out, so I would like to see as little as Bernardo as possible.
Yeah.
But knowing our luck on whatever day we play, he'll be starting the game.
I don't think...
I think he's burnt out. I think he needs a rest.
Oh, sorry. Just quickly, Kyle Walker last night.
What?
Kyle Walker. Oh, shit, he has shaven... I mean, hold on. Is he shaving it off?
Wait.
Hold on. Rico Lewis looks different, with his hair short.
Yeah, he does. He does look different.
Oh my God. That's not like Rico at all.
He looks older. Do you know who I'm happy?
Look older.
Do you know I'm happy for? Is Foden. Foden also looks fit.
Hopefully.
Well, let's hope that Foden is fit mentally as well. Now, can we just talk
another one who had a haircut? Gundogan.
No, his hair was perfect.
What, is he shaving it all off again?
Keep changing your hair.
Nah, he did the sides. He did the sides and the beard.
If Yashko ever does anything to his hair, I will riot.
Right, sorry, can we just talk on
beard ratio.
Can we talk on Walker last night, yeah?
Oh, he's done.
But I'm not even, do you know what? I'm going to come out and defend Walker here, yeah? I'm going to come out and defend Walker, right? What is Thomas fucking Tuchel doing, right?
Asking him to stay high the pitch.
Bro, he's fucking right. He's just come off a really bad season at AC Milan, right? It is a friendly, yeah. Message to Thomas Tuchel: friendlies are supposed to be used to learn about players, right? What do you possibly need to learn about a 34-year-old Kyle fucking Walker?
I don't know what he was doing. I didn't get it at all.
And what about Henderson too?
And to leave him on for the whole fucking game as well. The whole game. He was on for the whole game. Didn't get subbed off. What? For me, that's not even a Walker. That tells me everything I need to know about Thomas Tuchel. You're not in it.
I don't even know why Walker is there. I'm sorry. I don't think I get what he maybe experience, leadership, but do you see the team, right? When people thought I was just hyping Gibbs White, but when Gibbs White came on with Eze, my God, that was a combo.
Yeah,
Gibbs White was cooking, and I was like, this is what's missing in the midfield. And
but Gibbs White did
Jordan Henderson.
But Gibbs White. So I was actually doing a watch along, and Wolfie joined me, and we were talking about Gibbs White, and Gibbs White, that mint pass from Eze put Gibbs White through on goal, and he goes, "I bet you he fucking misses this," and he missed it. I mean, it's the one thing he's been saying to me that Gibbs White is really, really fucking bad at scoring goals. So no, but anyway, let's move on from that. Club World Cup squad, bear with me.
Where is Juma Ba on that list? I am a little disappointed about that.
I think he's going out on loan. Do you know what? There has been reports this week that City feel he needs one more season over there.
I figured that would happen anyway, but it just would have been cool to see him in the Club World Cup, just to give some of our other defenders a rest.
Do you think it might be him going to Lyon, because Lyon also need defenders? You know, they sort that defender, remember?
Well, we could butter him up. We could give him 2 players. Yeah, why not? Because I don't know. I'll be watching a lot of French League next season. I'm just gonna say that.
Right then, there is the squad. So we've got.
Look at that number 4. Ooh.
I don't know if they're going to keep those squad numbers. You know.
No, they literally said that they're subject to change, and if you buy a shirt with a number on it, you don't get a refund.
No, but look. At the end of the day, Reijnders wears 14. He's not taking 14 from Nico Gonzalez, so number 4 is Reijnders. I think so. I think the only number we have to talk about, I think, is Cherki. I think Cherki number is waiting for Jack Grealish.
He's waiting for 10.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you know why I say he's waiting for Jack Grealish, Dabs and Kilkster? Because Cherki prefers the 18, but he didn't grab the 18. Why nobody has the 18? So it looks like he's waiting for the 10. So he is waiting for that 10. So
18 is more. Ortega has 18.
Oh, bloody bollocks!
Did you not read?
No, I didn't see.
You sound like boss man from the shop there. Oh, bloody bollocks.
I know. I was about to say I'm doing a masterclass. Where to pull my bubble there, Costa? I was about to say the last 18 we had was.
You read any of our text messages either?
No, I don't think I do. I don't at all.
Oh, is this a live on air tiff I see going on here?
No. There's a group.
No. You're not allowed to say. You can't say no if she says yes. Right? You can't say no. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It is a tiff.
No. For you. What I was about to say, I was
the biggest tiff of all time.
There was in my head, the only thing I was thinking about is Fabian Delft number 18. So I forgot about Ortega being the 18.
Damn, throwback.
Can I ask you a question, right? Why none of our keepers get the number 1? Is it a curse? Are they scared? None of them take the number 1. Do you remember Bravo number 13? Why none of them take the number 1?
So Hart was number 1, wasn't he? Hart was number 1.
Yeah, after that, Bravo took the 13. Remember, Bravo took the 13. Why is there no number 1? Ederson just came with 31. Maybe there's a sentimental thing.
It's probably some weird thing. It's like Foden with 47. It's probably just a sentimental thing for him.
Yeah.
Do you know the day Foden gets the number 10, it can also be another good day, you know?
No, I don't. I think Foden will be 47 forever. I think he wants to be.
Yeah. Foden wants to be 47.
Grandpa or something?
Yeah. Foden wants 47. Foden will never. I think Cherki will change personally. I think Cherki will get the 10.
I do too. Yeah, I think we're literally just waiting to.
Yeah.
If anybody believes that fake Fabrizio story that Mateus was sending us earlier.
What was that?
Oh, there's a fake story going around one of our group chats about Tottenham offering like 40 million for Jack, and I was like,
"Oh, take it."
I was like, take the money and run. No questions asked. Like, offer.
If we get offered 40 million, if we get offered 40 million, take the money and fucking run.
Yep.
And again, listen, people, it's evidenced here. This is not Jack Grealish slander, but if we get offered money for Jack Grealish, especially 40 million, I mean, I've spoke on this before, the way assets work in business. Jack Grealish's value on the books at Manchester City is probably...
Isn't it like 30 million or something?
Yeah,
35?
on the books, it's probably about 35 million. They've sweated the asset because he's been here 4 years now. So if they can get 40 million for him, fucking hell. Then
take the money and run.
Even more so, if they can get 40 million off fucking Daniel Levy, then they should definitely take the money and run. So 40 million means a 10 million PSR loss. Okay, so it's 50 million on the books. Thank you. I appreciate that. Either way, that's less than we probably will. 33. Someone's saying it's 33. So 33 million. I don't know. Either way.
Because then they would take all of his wages too, so we wouldn't have to worry about that.
So Stones is in the squad. Stones was one that I was interested to see if he was included in the squad or not. I did get told this morning, I think it was all over forums, that Akanji was going to be left out, which seemed a bit weird.
Why?
Yeah, no, I got a message earlier saying Akanji might be left out, which would have been weird. Kuzanov, I tell you what, Kuzanov has been used a lot in the marketing of the kit, hasn't it? I mean, we know he's got a massive following.
I want to see him play a lot of games.
Yeah, what?
I just think Diaz is exhausted. Diaz needs a rest. Like, I want some of these senior players. The guys who played all of last season need a rest.
Yeah, I think he's going to rest them in the first games. Maybe in the first games he will rest.
Yeah,
the first 2 games is like the Moroccan team and the Saudi team. Like, if we can't beat that with a couple, like, what are we doing? The Juventus game, I think we'll see a stronger team.
Yeah.
I want the third game.
I want to see Vitor Hayes. I want to see a lot of Vitor Hayes, and I think we will. I remember,
I do too.
Is the climate? He's going to be far more used to the climate than anyone else. He's going to be a lot fitter because he's had a lot more rest than everyone else, and also we're going to be playing some teams that he's going to know a little bit about potentially as well. So I think we're going to see quite a bit of Vitor Hayes. I'm intrigued to see if he does start off Vitor Hayes and Kuzanov together, or if he tries to do a kind of like I don't know, maybe a Stones and Kuzanov, Diaz, Vitor Hayes thing, or if he actually does just go with that. And then it's another interesting one for me is where we see Nico O'Reilly.
He's left back. He's in the midfielder list. So Rico Lewis is clearly not in the midfield list. He's in the defender list, and Nico O'Reilly is.
Oh, that's very true. I haven't looked at it that way. For fuck's sake, no! Fuck's sake, pray for Rico. We don't see him at right or left back. I never want to see him there again. I want to see him given a proper chance. And the other one, I think we all want to see is Echeverri minutes. I think we'll see a lot of Echeverri minutes as well.
I want to so bad.
Yeah.
The interesting one will be Rodri.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to start. I don't think he should start games right away. I think we still need to ease him back in really slowly. So like maybe that first game, like bring him on for the last like 30 minutes or something. And then do that again. And then maybe give him half of a game, but maybe try to build him up to a full game over the course of the tournament. But you have to be really delicate with that injury. That's
God, you just got me worried
injury.
already. You just got me. I'm just thinking, I'm here excited about the Club World Cup and seeing players, and I've just thought 27-man squad. Someone said about kind of that. In fact, there was a super chat, I believe. Yeah, appreciate the super chat from Matthew. He said, "How's this squad going to be cut to 20 for Pep? Do we have to cut the squad for it?
What for the Club World Cup?
Yeah, does it have to be cut down? I don't think it does.
I don't know. I think he's talking about cut down for Pep
for the season.
Since he wants to, he wants 21. Remember, he wants a 21.
Yeah, that's a fucking good point.
I think there'll be sales after the Club World Cup.
Are any of these players of an age that they don't need to be registered in the 21?
For what, Premier League or Champions League?
Yeah, for Premier League.
For Premier League, I think Savinho, I think Kusanov, Echeverri, O'Reilly, Rico Lewis. I don't know about Rico Lewis because I know he turns 21 in November. Those might be the only ones.
I'm looking at this.
Oscar Bob, I think, is borderline too, but Oscar Bob might actually be old enough to be.
Oscar Bob's 6 months younger than. No, sorry, Oscar Bob, I think, might be older than Rico Lewis. In fact, it's Nico O'Reilly is 6 months younger than Rico.
Yeah, Nico O'Reilly. I think will be U21 this year.
Looking at this squad, somebody in defense is going to have to be sold. Like 2 in defense have to be sold, 2 in midfield have to be sold, and somebody has to be sent on loan. There's no way you can shred this. And if they're looking for a right back,
9 is too many defenders. But it depends on who you keep. Because if the defenders you're keeping are Stones and Ake, then you need extra defenders because you guarantee they're going to both be injured for a very long time all season and likely at the same time. And that's what caused all the problems this season.
I feel like right. So the last time I think it was after the 100-point season. Right. The last time I said, I've had it with Stones now, if he doesn't have one season pretty much fully fit, then it's time to sell him. The following season, Diaz arrived and Stones and Diaz had that mint season together. So I don't know if Stones might have I can imagine Stones next season staying fit all season and then going and then all of a sudden us being like, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, someone said Daps is about to gaslight himself to trust Stones again.
At least Patrick changed who he wants to sell.
And at the end of next season, I'll be going, do you know what? We should give Stones a contract extension, because he can stay fit now. And then the season after.
Are you kidding? Hugo Viana is like, I'm going to try my best to get rid of you. You're not getting a contract.
I'm intrigued.
After that Manchester United game at Old Trafford, like, there's no chance he's keeping any. Like, nobody is getting.
No.
Nobody on that team is getting a contract extension.
Nah.
You're 30 plus. Viana's gonna be kicking you out the door as quickly as
you guys are missing. Okay, let me say this right.
Oh God.
Do you remember the training pictures of last season? Did you see Pep's face? I want you guys go see the training pictures. This one's where Pep Guardiola is with Pep, where the other Pep. The smile on his face and the difference in aura, like the difference in the man's appearance.
Really?
You can tell that there's a bit of. Let me send it to you.
You're gonna have to find it because I've got no clue what you're talking about.
He looks back to the old guy, like where he's more shiny, and not when he was looking rough, as if he's aging out or something.
When he's more shiny,
Yeah,
wow.
like he was. Remember this season?
Patrick, go and say it for us. That guy looks more shiny.
That guy looks shiny.
This guy looks more shiny, Pat.
That guy.
Hold on, I'm going to get into Twitter up now, see if we can share screen and show everyone what we're looking at.
I haven't sent it to your WhatsApp.
Hold on, but where are you getting it from? Is it on City's?
No, it's on it's on City HQ, but I think they took it from the Man City thing. What's his name? And there's another picture of Cherki looking at Foden with surprise, with like amazement, like what? Like,
I need to. Where are these pictures?
I'm telling you, this is what. Remember what Daps you said that this is going to bring happiness and new life.
Yeah.
And you spoke about the fact of Grealish that maybe Grealish and other people are not happy not being there is also a positive,
Yeah. I think this is a thing that.
Nico?
Right, hold on. Here we go. Oh,
Gundogan did cut his hair.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, look at last season.
Look at Linden's lurking in the background.
Oh, yeah, today. That's Rodri.
Everyone is happy. Have you seen Pep's face? Look at Cherki saying, "Oh my God, this guy! I'll have to fight this guy for the number 10."
Foden, look at that hair. That's great hair, Foden.
Cherki's like, I have to fight this guy for the. He's like, I have to fight this guy for the number 10. Oh, you're in for trouble.
I'm excited for that though, because we needed some competition on this team because everybody's just getting away with being stinky last season.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready for some competition, man. I think Cherki backs himself to take that spot, and I need that attitude, man. I want that attitude on this team.
Can I ask you guys something? In certain games, would you take a risk and play 2 number 10s, like what Germany did?
Oh hell yeah!
Like
before.
Yeah, have Foden and Cherki as the number 10s, and then have somebody just holding as a holding midfield.
I think that'll happen in some games for sure. He's got a lot of pieces to play with. Like it's gonna be a lot of formations. Like it's gonna be fun. Like there'll be a winger formation, there'll be a no winger formation, there'll be a blend of the two. Like it'll be really. I'm really excited to see what Pep does with these new players.
Do you know what I really want to see in the Club World Cup? I want to see Savio given a chance on the left.
Yeah.
And Doku on the right.
And Doku on the right.
Yeah, Doku. I mean, this is the thing now. Like this Club World Cup, I know we want to win it, but I hope we do get to see, Savio on the left, Doku on the right, Cherki maybe playing in the 10, Marmoush playing up top. Look, so many different things we can see. I want to see Rico Lewis given a chance in the middle of the park. I want to see Nico O'Reilly in an attacking midfield role. I want to see all these different things. Of course, we want to see Echeverri. Bro, I want to see Echeverri and Cherki in the same fucking starting lineup.
And then Foden as like an 8. Oh, that's... Foden eventually is going to move further back.
Bro, in fact, look at this thumbnail. Sorry, on this thumbnail, I put... Because I was playing with... the ideas of should I have Haaland on it, should I have Rodri on it, should I have Cherki on it? Then I thought, hold on, I need Cherki, Rodri, and Reijnders all on the same thumbnail, because those three in the middle of the park for me could work. Play Cherki. I think next season we will see whether it be Cherki or Foden kind of part of the midfield three and the other one playing more of a 10 role. So there's so much that we can do. But just to touch on that point as well, yeah, the whole, not just a squad, but even as a fan base, we have just, is that what you were just oohing at, John Stones?
Yeah, Martin said he could be reuniting with Vinny in Germany.
Oh, okay.
He said maybe.
Nah. I mean, maybe, who knows? But yeah, I just think the whole mood around the football club in the last 2 weeks has just completely changed. Like the positive vibe. And this is what I was saying, Patrick. You can't have Grealish like around this squad now. Because imagine that flight over to America, right? Cherki's going to be on the flight. Ait Nouri is going to be on the flight. And Tijani's going to be on the flight, right? And they're going to be getting to know the players. We don't want them who are so happy and excited to be joining Manchester City to have a word with Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
Because Jack Grealish would be like, yeah, you've got to really fight for your place here because, otherwise you get benched. And once you get benched, any negativity, unfortunately, you just have to take it away from the squad now. Plus,
was it Jack? Sorry. Was it Jack who kind of told Declan Rice about Calvin Phillips never plays there or whatever at the England camp?
Oh, really?
I'm asking. I don't know. I heard a rumor about that.
I don't know. The funniest thing is the flight over there. Grealish would have everyone doing shots in the bar.
Got first class free booze. All the new players are Muslim. They don't drink. Or two of them are.
True.
Cherki and Ait Nouri, because Pep was probably sick of drunk players, so he's like, "Yeah, we're signing players who don't drink."
You don't know. I mean, they shouldn't drink, but I mean, yeah, you don't know. I mean, I've got friends that were born in Morocco that are Muslim that still drink because they were born Muslim, but they don't really follow their religion. But I would imagine those three probably don't drink, as footballers even more so as well as their religion. But yeah,
right. He posted a picture of himself on Instagram. It looked like he and his wife had a cocktail. I can't confirm if it was a cocktail, but it looked like one.
Yeah, interesting. It's each their own and whatever. As someone that doesn't really follow religion, I don't want to comment. So, right.
Same. I'm drunk as a skunk. On days I don't work. I'm working today, so no alcohol.
Well,
clarify that with the chat.
Well, are you clarifying that with the chat, or are you clarifying
the
that
chat,
for anyone from work that might be watching right now?
I'm not working yet, so.
Oh, right, okay.
No, I don't start. I start working 30 minutes, but that never stops.
Okay,
I'm not going to cut off.
There is.
Pat knows this very well.
449 watching, 233 likes. If I could just ask everyone nicely, I think this is the first time I'm asking, to be fair. If you could just check the like button is lit on your app, and if it isn't, just give it a quick like. Right, anything else too? So, actually, do either of you two know much about this Naipan guy as far as position?
I think he's a 10. But I'm not sure.
I think isn't he one of those midfielders that just roam around?
Hold on, let me have a quick look. So, according to... I don't want to listen to them. They chat shit. Who should I listen to?
I saw something today that said he was like a free roaming 8, but I don't know.
Manchester City,
how accurate that is.
Okay, so he's right-footed. He's just a midfielder. He can play
central midfielder.
Yeah, midfielder. Yeah. He can play. He's got no outstanding strength, no outstanding weaknesses. He's very good on the ball. He's everywhere on the pitch. Basically, it's a box to box from what I see here.
Right. Okay. So what you're telling me is he's right-footed, so Pep could play him at right back.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a box to box though, isn't he? He's a box to box.
Yeah. So to confirm, Pep could play him at right back.
Can I say this kid? This
black hole.
This kid, I remember when I was watching him. These kids that City are picking up, like him, this guy, this kid, I bet you, and I know that we've said this many times, this kid can fail. They're selling kids like Echeverri. I told people that if Echeverri fails the City, trust me, he will never fail elsewhere. This particular kid is also very good. He reminds me of Pedri. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he reminds me of Pedri. He can never fail. He's just too good.
Hold tight, right? So hold tight, Stu.
You're gonna be on him, man. He's got the younger player market down pat.
There's a lad called Stu. Stu MCFC, I think his tag is. He's often in the chat on different channels. Sometimes he doesn't watch lives, but he watches them back. And he messages me a lot. He said to me earlier, we've signed him. He's really good. I said, watched him before, have you? He said, yeah, I watched him a bit last season. I don't know if I believed him. But I then said, so tell me about him. And he said, just think Iniesta.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, fuck me. We've just signed the 18-year-old Iniesta. Come on, man. Come on. Are we really doing this? That's where we are. Listen, if he is the 18-year-old Iniesta, then fucking hell, he's going to cook. But I really don't think Stuart watched that much of Rosenberg to actually be commenting on him. But apparently he's a wonder kid.
I should ask Strasbourg Steve. Okay, watches every game.
He's very good.
Actually, Strasbourg Steve does watch a lot of football, doesn't he? Yeah, you're right. He probably will have watched him. Yeah. Someone say
Strasbourg Steve is getting me into Liga.
There we go.
So we did some watch-alongs last year. He's got me hooked on Chevalier.
I ain't spoke to him for ages, you know. Hold tight, Strasbourg Steve. Yeah.
That guy's cool.
What's this? Can you help me with a hotel near the Etihad Stadium? I'm a fan from Romania and I want to come to Manchester at a game. Yeah. Do you know what? So, I mean, it depends when you're coming. If you are actually going to be coming over, if you are going to be coming over before, well, after the I think the hotel. When is the hotel due to be finished? Is that midway through the season?
Isn't it January?
Yeah. So if you're coming before January, then there's no hotels really too close to the stadium, right?
There's some walking distance, maybe a mile. Because when I stayed like a mile away. There's like a couple.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Near the canal.
Yeah, right. So where I usually stay, depending on your budget, of course, but I would say the best hotels, because of getting there, they're central, is so I'm actually going up to Manchester tomorrow. I've just booked into it is called Native Apartments. So they're on Ducey Street. And there's a bar downstairs as well. They're more like, people live there as well. They're more like apartments, but they're beautiful. There's Dakota opposite that, which is an absolutely stunning hotel. Dakota is where Cherki, Reijnders, and Ait Nouri stayed to do their medicals and everything. And it's where City sometimes have their after parties. It's where Mahrez is in there a lot, Foden. So if you're on a big budget, that hotel's beautiful. The other one is opposite Ducey Warehouse. There's a Premier Inn there. And from there, you literally, opposite Dakota, there's a walk down to the canal, and then you just follow the canal all the way to the stadium. So I would recommend staying around that area. But if you're coming after January, then just book into the hotel right next to the stadium.
For like £500 a night? No, thanks.
No, it'll be. Do you know what? I'm going to stay there once, probably just for one game, just to see what it's like. Because I would imagine they're going to make it very city-like, the stadium. So yeah, the hotel.
That's where we're staying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll get Carl to pay for it.
No, because Pat, Pat's going to come over around August, September time for a game.
I'm trying to come for New Year's.
New Year's
to Manchester.
Well, if you come, I tell you what, I always like to go up to Manchester. To be fair, because my sister has a family party, so I go up. But I never stay with my sister. But I always like to go up to Manchester for the game just before New Year's Eve. If it's home.
I have like a few vacation days. I have a trip in November, and then I'll have like 2 to 4 vacation days that I can play with. And so I was thinking of going, because I want to go back to the Etihad because I haven't been in 2 years. So I really want to try to finagle that. I'm trying to get Pat to come out, and then we'll get Gundalorian to come out. We're going to try to get Vader to come out. We're going to try to like caravan a bunch of people. We'll get the American contingency over. Maybe I'll hit up Crunk Chocolate and all them. Although he just,
if you get, do you know what? When on all European away games, I always see a load of guys from Chicago that go over. But if Gundalorian's coming, then you can get him to pay for everyone.
Yeah, that's what we'll try.
He's filthy rich, him. He's filthy rich, so get him.
He works for the club, so he gets some connections.
Yeah. Oh, hey, listen, he worked for the club, so he gets connections. But before he worked for the club, he still flew business class everywhere, right? And he was still at big games. So listen, don't let him tell you that it's just a club. The guy is doing very well in life. Right.
All the right friends in all the right places.
Exactly that. Right. Anything else to talk on? Oh, what's this?
Oh, May 2026, Martin. Okay.
What's this? So, if anyone wants to wave by tomorrow, what's that? Oh, is that? Oh, so the flight. Perfect. Appreciate that. So they are flying
going
out
over tomorrow.
Yeah, they're flying over at 11:30 a.m. On the, I guess that's a flight number. So flight number is 5Y8381. Yeah, that's it. So they're flying tomorrow. I appreciate the super chat and letting everyone know. If they're flying at 11:30, that probably means they'll be getting to the airport round about 9:30. I don't know. Do footballers have to get there the same amount of time before a flight like we have to get there? Do they? Fuck.
They probably just go to the CFA and then take a bus over and like all that stuff.
Yeah. Right, and the last one from Martin saying, May 2026, we are planning a Mancunian Way / City community get together. Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, yeah. The sooner we get the dates on that, the better. So I can.
Well, let's be honest. May 2020. I know what he's already doing there with May 2026, right? What he's planning on doing there is doing it for the.
For a parade.
Well, we're bored of parades. Just do it for the last game of the season. Do it for the FA Cup final.
It's in London, though, not Manchester. Although it is much easier to fly in and out of London for Americans.
No, but you could make it potentially. If we do it the way City usually do it, we'll be doing the trophy lift last game of the season at home, because last season Fulham away was our last game. Do that, and then 5 days. Actually, do you know what? Premier League have fucked it up now, haven't they? The FA Cup final is...
it's before the season ends.
It's before.
Weird.
Actually, yeah, we can have a 115 party as well. That'd be good.
Oh, dude, that's going to be a rager. I'll bring a suitcase and I'll just fill it with alcohol from the US because it's hella cheap here.
Yeah, don't tell customs you're doing that. You might get stopped.
I'll check a bag and I'll put like, what is it, a liter, 2 liters, something like that. Usually 2 bottles of wine or two 750s is usually fine. Whether you do whiskey or wine, whiskey's better. But
the 115 celebration is going to be mad.
I'm calling in sick, and I'm going on everybody's show. I don't care. I'm going to be I will be messaging everybody who's talking shit. If you've been talking shit, I'm coming on and I'm gonna own you.
I just don't want to. I'm looking forward to 115 being over, so I don't have to talk about it anymore.
We didn't hear anything this year because we were crap, and that everyone just forgot. And now that we're signing players, it's suddenly an issue again.
Yeah, it's another.
Damn, you got on the good list.
Yeah, certain people try to use it as a way to.
This guy, man, on somebody's credit card. I'm like, Pat, we gotta get this guy on the Pat and Kel show.
HSK, firstly, thank you very much. Very, very, very much. W's in the chat for HSK with that super chat. Listen, bro, greatly appreciated. Obviously, I'm a jobless man. Do you know what I'm referring to?
Pat and Kel show tomorrow.
I'm referring to myself as a waste man now because I literally am jobless at this point. So
wait, does that mean I'm also a waste man? Okay, so
bro, I'll be real with you. Like, I've worked my whole life, right? And while work's also done YouTube channels and everything. And now I do like genuinely, like when people say, "What do you do?" I go, "I'm a waste man."
Yeah, to be honest with you, it was also me. I like every time people used to tell me, "But you never take time off work." So this is the first time I've been like where I'm not working anymore. Yeah, you do feel like a waste man sometimes when you wake up in the morning.
I was just explaining this.
In the same club as you guys.
I was just explaining it to someone that came round. One of my friends came round to see Soup, so I live with, and they were like, "How are you?" I said, "I'm a waste man." And they go, "What?" And I go, "No, I've been made redundant." They go, You've never been a waste man. Like, we know you're not a waste man. I go, yeah, but that's how I feel at times. Like, obviously, I get up in the morning, I do a show in the morning, then I go And that downtime while I'm waiting for one show ends and I'm waiting for another show to start. And I'm sat on my sofa watching TV at like 12 o'clock midday. And I think, I don't feel productive. Like I feel like, but anyway, back to the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Want to bet 100 on Cherki getting 30 plus GA. Any takers? So does anyone want to take this? Does anyone want to take this bet up? £100. We need to, yeah, I should go gym, to be fair. I have got gym membership, but yeah, you're right. I probably should go gym.
What are you trying to say there?
I mean, no, I should go gym. I mean, listen, I should go gym. He's right. Gym is good for you. But anyone want to, right, someone's saying.
Don't invite that comment, buddy, because I got to, Pat will keep telling me I'm fat shaming.
Nah, you are mad. This girl, Dabs, this girl is mad. This girl just goes crazy on people. No, it's bad, especially during watch-alongs. Dabs, during watch-alongs, Kelster looks at the fans and starts judging them. He's like, you put on your shirt on. Put your shirt on.
That person looks American.
Just to clarify on this one, yeah. So for anyone in the chat that does want to, is it 30 plus GA in all comps? Yeah.
Yeah.
HSK, if you just write in the chat, is it all comps? And if anyone wants to take that up, just drop a comment afterwards and we'll put it together. Or Prem only. Stop eating Balti pies. But no, greatly appreciate the super chat. Thank you. And if you just comment saying you don't need to super chat, by the way, you can just comment saying. So Majid's saying so Majid is saying he will take up the bet. But we just need confirmation from Majid if you are meaning in all comps or not. And then we can make it happen. Anyway. Do you know what, actually, while we're talking, appreciate the super chat, bro. I'll let you two work that out in the comments. I saw lads posted something earlier. Marmouche left the Bundesliga in January, yeah. And Marmouche has greater GA than Mr. 130 million Florian Squirts. Yeah.
It's a fun nickname for that guy.
The names are already coming out.
Well,
some of them we don't need to say.
Oh, no. Say them. Please say them.
Would prefer. Some of them are referencing a time we don't want to remember.
What, Flow Squirts? Anyway, right. But that will be one. I think this is a thing, right, with Verts, that when you pay that much money for a player, the eyes will be on him. The eyes will all be on him because when you're paying that much money, we've had it on Grealish. Everyone talking about Grealish. So,
yeah, he's going to be under pressure.
What's this? Hold on. You see this? This is interesting.
Oh.
That is interesting.
Well, oh my God.
Oh,
this guy, he's got the credit card out.
Bro, you didn't have to see that. But
it's a W.
Appreciate it massively. There we go. So all comps.
Subscribe to Never Foul when you get redirected.
Also, tomorrow is the Pat and Kel show.
That's shameless.
A jobless
True City Man.
That's the most shameless plug-in I've ever seen. You should make a clip.
Pat and Kel show on True City Fan channel.
Just to understand, Cass is not sat next to me. He's round the corner in the kitchen, right? So he can't fly him out. But HSK is Khaldoon.
do you know what, man? I've never seen a good businessman like Cass. Big up to you, Cass, as always.
Oh, trust me. But no, appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much. Genuinely appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. I promise you, you did not have to do that. I was keeping an eye out.
Not for me. Pat doesn't pay me. I'm trying to get Pat some money. Jeez, I have a job. I'm not begging for money. I'm trying. So there we go. So have a job.
There we go. Here's the taker. Majid is saying, "I'll take the bet." He said all comps. He said want to be £100 bet, and it's all comps. HSK and Majid. If both of you could, HSK and Majid, are you both on Instagram? If you are, if you both message me, MCFC Daps, or We Are the South Stand on Instagram, and then I'll put the bet together. It's all comps, so Majid. Before you confirm, it would be in all comps. But if you two, I'll act as a intermediary. HSK, honestly, you can just comment. You don't need to super chat, but I appreciate it greatly.
Yeah,
Big W for him.
Big up HSK.
But right, let's go back to just before that, what Nitin just said. We might be in for a winger. Sam Lee's usually pretty on the ball, so... Rodrigo.
We might be in for a winger.
Then one of them's gonna have to go.
And if you're not on Instagram, sorry, both of you, if you're not on Instagram, if you email wearethe.southstand@gmail.com, then I can put it together that way. So email wearethe.southstand@gmail.com. Right. So are we saying just for the last couple of minutes
back on the bet?
if we're saying yeah, we won't be able to register him, but
we have to tell somebody first. Well, I think if we're going to sign Rodrigo, that means Doku or Savio is leaving.
But when we're talking about registering, we're talking about for the Club World Cup, right?
No, foreign slot. We're at 17. You can have 17 foreign slots.
Oh, yeah, players are going to go. Like, let's be honest. There's players in this squad that are going.
Everybody's...
Bernardo Silva.
We need to get rid of some of them, and nobody ever wants to go.
I'm going back to that last game of the season against Fulham, the way Erling Haaland told Bernardo Silva to go and wave goodbye to the fans. I think Bernardo might go. I think
Gundogan should be on that list.
if we beat, yeah, but Gundogan's got a year left, so this is based on what is realistic. Yeah, but
I'd say there's 5 names on the chopping block. Or is it 5 or 6?
But
Kovacic used to be on it, but he's out because he's injured. Akanji, Nunes, Doku, Bernardo, Gundo are the 5 on the watch list. Because the rest of them on the foreign slot, unless it's a keeper, which you would probably replace with another keeper. The rest you're not getting rid of. You're not getting rid of Rodri. You're not getting rid of Haaland. You're not getting rid of Marmoush. You're not getting rid of all these guys you just brought in. Like,
no, but
there's like 5 of them you should get rid of.
The fact that Akanji, there was talk that Akanji was going to be left out of the squad today. That would make sense to me, right? Because so I think Akanji, I think you're right. I think Gundogan, you're right. Sorry, 1 second. You two talk amongst yourselves.
Selling Akanji wouldn't be wrong, isn't it?
It'd be clearing a foreign slot, yeah. And we have a lot of defenders. You said it yourself. We have 9 defenders on that Club World Cup squad.
Do you remember what have we been saying? What have we been saying for long? That as soon as we get 4 backs in this team, that means some of the defenders don't have to play as 4 backs, meaning that you can actually get rid of defenders. I think who said sell Doku? How dare you? You in the comments. You're lucky I can't put that comment out.
I just said that too.
No. Did you say sell Doku?
I think the 5 that could go are on the discussion list.
No.
For being sold for foreign slots is Doku, Gundogan, Bernardo, Akanji, and Matheus Nunes.
Let's sell the defenders and the other midfielders. That's what we're doing. We're not selling.
Akanji, I think, should be number 1 on that list because you can turn a profit with Akanji because we bought him for so cheap. He has value. You can make money off of him, and this is a business.
Out of who?
Akanji.
Yeah, this is a thing with Akanji. I said this from the start, from a good couple of months ago, that whereas with Stones, you're not going to get much money for Stones, right? And also we paid X amount for Stones. With Akanji, we paid peanuts for him.
Yeah,
so with Akanji,
million euros. Was it euros or pounds? I don't remember.
That's where I do think Akanji could be one. Look, also, if we are in for a winger, then Doku might go. Right? If we're actually genuinely in for a winger, I think City might consider money for Doku. So, right, anyway, people, we are going to leave it here because I need to wrap up. Let me just check. Guys, have you two got a show coming up?
No, not today. Only
tomorrow.
Oh, well, plug it tomorrow. When is it? Let everyone know.
At 6 o'clock tomorrow.
6 p.m.
Yeah, at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
At 6.
Martin is asking. I just told you, Martin, because you can get money for him.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at 6 o'clock tomorrow, we're going to do the Pat and Kel show. It'll be back. It'll be exciting.
We'll bring Martin in for the debate on that because Martin wants a debate. So we'll bring him in for that tomorrow morning. 6 o'clock, Martin.
Just be careful that when you're coming to that show, just know that it's very uncensored and it gets crazy.
Okay. Yes. Well, and for people that haven't already subbed to Pat's channel, where you do see Kel's on there a lot, in the title for this, he is tagged, so all you have to do is click on that and it will take you over there. This is going to redirect to Never a Foul, where we are going live right now. So if you want to stay where you are, please do. Once you get over there, smash the like button, say South Stand Raid, and I'm going to leave you one more time with this beautiful, beautiful interview.